All right, lower body day here today. Just was not feeling it again. Another bad night of sleep, but again, just kind of drug through. But again, it's one of those things. Could I skip the workout? Yeah. Or could I see how I'm feeling? And then it wasn't as bad as I thought. So do a few lacrosse ball tosses to get warmed up. And then we get into our 5-10 flies, and actually had a faster time than I did last week. So PR on that. I've only timed them 2 weeks, so that's not saying much, but still looking to get faster. So 5-10 flies, kind of that acceleration to start the day off, and then we did some change of direction here with the lacrosse ball again, and deceleration. So a few of them was just toss it, go grab it, and stop as fast as possible. Again, is it actual deceleration? No, not like we would be in like a sport, but it's just working on stopping and getting the body used to stopping, because that's one of the highest forces I think can put on your body is when you're just stopping, especially when it's out of nowhere, like a defender comes up on you and you got to stop and cut or whatever situation would be in sports. So that was what we did at the track. Headed back home. As we were warming up on our squats, we did Zercher squats, 2 4-rep max for the day. We did distance, kneeling jumps to broad jumps. So start on knees, jump up, and right into a broad jump, and just working on marking and basically going until we couldn't beat beat the previous jumps. Also did for height, we did our broad jumps for our length or horizontal jumping, and then we did the approach hurdle jumps for our vertical jumping, getting up high. Small space there, as you saw in the bedroom, spare bedroom, but make do with what we had. I should have probably went outside today because it's like 50 degrees out here, which is crazy. It was like negative 20 like 2 weeks ago, but that's what we get for living in Wisconsin. But I guess just didn't want to get all wet, and everything's melted, all the snow's melted. So maybe this week we'll be able to get outside again. So, but again, just keep pushing these until we can't get any more. I think my best was 7 feet on these. And again, I'm noticing that I'm not even jumping to where I'm jumping from behind where that tape is, the tape measure. So I'm about a foot back. So it might be even like 8 feet. I'm just noticing on those, realizing because I had my knees close to it and jump up, but whatever. It's still just a way to mark it, and it's a way to push yourself. Give yourself a target to jump over. And as you can see, don't have a lot of room in here, so it is the true one-step approach jump. Whereas outside, I might go a couple steps. So I think that was 42 inches, I believe, and I think we went up to, or no, this next one is going to be 42, I think. And then, just working on getting up over one step, explode, up, and hopefully over. Sometimes you just start thinking. It's like, oh, I'm in this small space. Am I going to hit the ceiling? Am I going to hit the wall? I think those are a lot of the thoughts going through my head, this confined area. But you think you don't make it, then you just stop thinking. You just do it. And you make it. And you think, oh, let's go up to 45 inches. Which I can do. I easily could do this outside with maybe another step, but haven't done these in a while actually. I do them a lot outside in the summers, but again, just don't have a lot of room in here. So should have did it where I jumped onto the bed. But again, thinking the negative thoughts. Am I going to make it? No, I'm not going to make it. And it could just be that I'm getting just tired too. I'm not. And you kind of just nut yourself on it. But we worked our way up to a 4-rep max on the Zerchers. Again, Zerchers are one of my favorite variations of squats. Zercher anything. Zercher deadlifts are great too. I'll be doing some of those on my Wednesday workout, I believe. And with that, paired the squats after we finished our jumps, we paired them with the Bray Wyatt, the spine extension with the band, helping the band just not for balance, but to actually pull us up and hopefully get me a little bit more arch in that back. Again, which I struggle with that and the overhead with the shoulders going that way. The elbows don't go straight out. So again, still working on that. And then the Zerchers are kind of giving us a little bit of a rounded back. So everyone says, oh, you can't lift with a rounded back. That's so bad. No, it's not. You should be lifting at some point. Does that mean you're going to be lifting as much weight as I am? And I'm not even lifting that. I got up to 255, I think, today with this. I've done 300 for lower reps before with that. I've seen guys do like 350, 400 pounds with Zerchers. So, again, you're not there yet. That's fine. Start smaller. Start with just the bar and do Zercher squats. If it bothers your elbows, well, don't be soft. Or if you just don't like them, then don't do it. That's fine too. It's up to you. But to say that this is going to ruin your back or anything like that, you can't bend your spine or extend your spine, that's a bunch of crap. Again, you're not going to be where someone else is right away. I was just talking to one of my clients today about that. She just started 2 weeks ago, and she was going over how progress she was making with just goblet squats and how they felt easier, and she went up 10 pounds. And it's like, you're not going to be at 300 pounds squatting your first time unless you're just a freak athlete or whatever. It's going to take time. Where I'm at is not where you're going to be at. You're just starting out. Where I'm at is not where some super freak athlete, strong person is going to be at. So we got to compare it to ourselves and realize where we're at right at that moment and look to progress from there. Then we went out. I haven't done these. I looked at my thing. I haven't done these in like 2 years. Heavy sled pushes. So again, just working on kind of that drive, really extending through the hips. I struggle with that in acceleration, so just kind of working on acceleration. Hopefully getting back into these will help me get a little bit faster in acceleration. And then one of my favorite impulse variations, the supine hamstring. Just really hammer that hamstring in the back of the leg. You'll feel it in the back. You'll feel it in the calf a little bit too. So try those out if you're looking to get some impulses. Those are heavier impulses, so really kind of getting the impulse and catching it on the way back. Then have kept these in for another. I'm probably going to keep these in for the next phase too. I really like this variation now that I'm doing them, and it's feeling better. I'm moving a little bit better. I'm still using the band just on the help get up, but I think I'll be able to get them sooner rather than later without the band assisted. But really, if you want some hips, get those oily hips. These will help you. You'll be hearing about the hips here at the NFL Combine starting up. What do they call them? Loose hips, greasy hips, oily hips, something like that. Maybe that was just when Mayak was doing it, but these will get the hips feeling a little bit buttery there. Once you get past that first week when I did them, I felt like the Tin Man, but this is a good variation. I really like this. So you're doing the HBK squat, and then you're kind of sitting down and internally rotating that hip. So try out that variation. You'll a lot harder than they look. And yeah, then we were done with that. We finished up with just some hanging knee raises, just kind of alternating side to side. So up to one arm to the armpit to the next armpit. So again, just exploding up, a little bit more control down. Again, just hit the abs. Combine that, get a little bit of hanging, get that stretch in with the upper back, let the spine decompress a bit. So that was our lower body day. We'll be back with more. Thanks for watching, guys.